Today I found the best Jurassic World mod. So as you saw from the title and that little thing right there, well, we're checking out this Jurassic World mod. So first off, gonna start with the smaller dinosaurs. So first off, gonna start with the Compsognathus. Now these little buggers are really small, like really small. Now they're just small and annoying. Next is the Parasaurolophus, which is a lot bigger. This mod generally has really nice animations. That's one of my favorite features, and the textures are also really nice. But they're really nice. They're herbivores, of course, so they're pretty friendly, you know. Now our next guy is the Gallimimus, which is he's not small. He's actually fairly large, but he's definitely not big. He's a herbivore, of course. You know. These guys were in I don't remember Jurassic World. It was in 1, I think, and 3. No, I don't think he was in 3. But yeah, these guys, they're chill little buggers. Now we also have the Pteranodon, which makes very loud noises, as you can hear. Of course, they're turned down. Now, genuinely, very, very nice animations. When it's actually flapping its wings, it's really nice animations. And now getting into some stronger stuff, we have the Dilophosaurus, which the tail animation is really nice, and the animation in general are really nice, but the models, so-so, not the best. Next, we have the Velociraptor, which are, of course, pack animals, but they're very fast, my goodness, and they just kind of like everything. Now, yeah, they're pack animals. Now, we also have the Stimulotch, which is the guy with the really hard head. Now, these guys are herbivores, so they should be pretty chill. And next, we have the Brachiosaurus, and we're also moving on to the bigger guys at this point. Now, this guy looks pretty damn sick. You know, it's a Brachiosaurus. He's a giant herbivore who is friendly, you know. And now, since I'm lazy, I'm gonna show all these guys in one thing. Now, all these guys are pretty cool. I mean, Triceratops model, kind of meh, and the Ankylosaurus model is way too small. But other than that, pretty damn cool. But now moving on to the actual alphas. These guys are freaking awesome. Let me say that. The model's spot on. Now this is the JP3 Spinosaurus, and they look really good. They really do. Now, this mod is coded if I'm not mistaken. I'm really not sure. Could be M Creator, even if it is M Creator, really good mod. And now we have the true king, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. My absolute GOAT. These guys look freaking awesome. Let me first say that. The walk animation, chef's kisses. Genuinely, these animations are amazing. Now, also another thing. This mod is made by a fellow YouTuber named Modelting. Definitely go subscribe to him. This is some really great work. Especially since it's made by a single person, if I'm not mistaken. Now, you can definitely make some good mods by yourself, but this is really good. Now you also have your materials to bring everything back. Now, you have like your fossil DNA extractor, your embryo DNA extractor, your DNA combiner, your egg fertilizer, and your egg incubator. Now we have our blocks. So this is the dried quartz block and the chiseled dried quartz block. No, it's just bricks. Okay. And then you have the electric fence post and the light electric fence. And then you have the metal grid frame, the metal grid, the burned mud and the burned concrete, the palm logs and the palm planks, and you have these really cool things with the Tyrannosaurus skull and a Velocicoaster mount thing. I don't even know. And then you have these, which when you're building, you're gonna use to use danger level. So you have low, you have high, and you have extreme. Now, I'm guessing low would be anything non-carnivorous. Medium would be. Sorry, I had to say a little bit hydrated there. High would be like Velociraptor, Dilophosaurus, and extreme would be. You have no clue how bad that was annoying me. As I was saying, you're gonna need to use the extreme for like let's say a Spinosaurus or a Tyrannosaurus. And then you're going to need to use high for like Dilophosaurus, Velociraptor, and low would be anything that's like herbivore. Now there is a singular what do you call it? Wow, I'm blanking right now. A singular vehicle, which is the Jeep Wrangler. Now it's very, very well made. It's not an actual vehicle. It's an entity, and it's unfinished. I know there's gonna be more, but yeah. And you also have a helicopter, which is like there's no actual spawn. Now, when I say very, very well made, I was kind of exaggerating because yeah, it's an M creator mod. But I mean, for an M creator mod, it's not too shabby. An egg. There might be a no. There's no crafting recipe for it either. I have no clue how you're actually supposed to get it, but I mean, it's something you can get. Now, something we really gotta see is the Tyrannosaurus Rex versus the Spinosaurus. Wait. The Spinosaurus, okay? And they're already going for it. Alright, this fight went to the water, so we're gonna go somewhere where there's more land, and yeah. And they're already fighting without this guy even being done animated. But since I'm creator, yeah. Since I'm creator mobs, they just kind of fight even while in their animation. Something I want to see is what if we do 2 Rexes versus Spinosaurus, because that one, let me just say, these guys clearly need some higher health, because my gosh, they're getting absolutely destroyed. This is not what. Oh, okay, yeah, they're going. What are you doing, my bruh? Oh, okay, now he's going for the other X. Oh, and he got one-shotted. Now, I'm gonna give a class on dinosaurs now, so be prepared. But let me just say, as a dinosaur nerd, this is not how that would actually go. One out of the big 3, in terms of actual physical size, the Spinosaurus was the biggest. In the big 3 is Spinosaurus, Giganotosaurus, and the Tyrannosaurus. The Spinosaurus was the biggest in terms of height, but in terms of mass, which is what you actually classify as size, well, the Tyrannosaurus was the biggest. It also had really dense bones, and Spinosaurs were not for fighting. They hunted fish, for God's sake. And this also applies to Giganotosauruses. Well, because Giganotosauruses weren't single hunters. It's thought that, well, Giganotosauruses are pack hunters, since a lot of their skeletons have been found together and buried really close together. And a single Giganotosaurus wouldn't beat a Tyrannosaur either. If you had like if you had like 2 or 3, yeah, probably. But if they're running the ones, absolutely not. I mean, the Tyrannosaur was a perfect hunter. It had insane eyesight, and despite what movies think, they were absolutely terrifying. They had padded feet. They hunted insane prey. Because I hope you realize, a Triceratops and Kylosaur, any of those, were absolutely cracked out of their minds. And it's absolutely insane, because everyone depicts Tyrannosaurs to be weaker than Giganotosauruses and Spinosauruses, and it's actually a really good horror movie idea, in my opinion, of just doing pure scientifically accurate dinosaurs, because they're absolutely terrifying. If you look at a Tyrannosaur, like a scientific, like if you've seen that one image of like a Tyrannosaur staring at you from the lake, terrifying. Like, because I'm gonna end this here in a second, okay? But did you know that the Tyrannosaurs were speculated to have front-facing eyes, which we have, and not a lot. They didn't have like side eyes. They had front-facing eyes, so they would look at you, and Tyrannosaurs, they could see really far. So even if you don't hear a Tyrannosaur, you're gonna feel it, first of all, since their growls were more vibrations rather than sound. And even if they don't see you, you're gonna feel it. Sorry, even if you don't see it, you're gonna feel it near you, and it knows that you're there for a fact. But anyhow, that's my little rant on dinosaurs, since I've always been a big dinosaur nerd. But I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. God, that I just got exposed. Holy shit. But thank you so much for watching. It's a pleasure making these videos for you. Please go subscribe to Model Ting. Please go join the Discord. We're trying to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and we just hit 800. Well, not just hit. We're at 816 right now, but still 817 as I'm checking this actually. But yeah, that's it. See you later. Goodbye.